Hello, everybody. Hopefully, you're having a wonderful, fantabulous, and mystical day. My name's Emmanuel Aguilar, aka Mysticfox 4. If you don't know who I am, you can check out my socials at Mysticfox 4 on Instagram, and you can also do the same for Twitter. I do character design and illustration, and I just kind of wanted to start a series where I kind of go on ArtStation and share what I find on a weekly basis, just so people can kind of get familiar with other artists and stuff and figure out kind of things that they like or things that maybe they want to try out in their own work. It's about growth. On today's episode, we have my boy here, Kurito. Go ahead and say hello
Hello,
to the people, Kurito.
hello once again.
Hello. As you guys have known, you guys probably heard him or seen him in a couple different episodes. He is one of my art boys. He likes to do art. He does character design and a little bit of illustration here and there. And definitely check out his links in the description down below. What's your at sign, by the way? I keep forgetting. It's Arupij?
RPG.
RPG. Awesome. All right. So, on this episode of All Art No Breaks, we're just going to go on and see what I found in my weekly. Um, Kirito did help me find a couple of things on this week's episode, so feel free to check it out in the description down below. So, without further ado, the first artist is going to be Nico Lee Lazarus. Now, I really liked his design mainly because it was big and bulky, but also because it was really interesting with the head that he actually used for this thing. It's part of his warm up, so it's not like a super big polish. But I'm actually a fan of like the messier looking stuff because I think if you can get the idea down in the sketch phase, you actually don't have to do as
Mhm.
much work in the rendering phase because you already know what's there. It's just kind of you just gonna polish it and stuff. So one of the main things. I like the spiky stuff and the rounded edge on the top. It breaks up the silhouette, makes it really readable and really interesting. But what I really liked about this design is that he went all out in the second one. Now, if you scroll down a little bit, there's like a little black, the black one with like the fire and stuff. That one is really cool to me. I thought that was like a really good change of pace. Like it shows him like activating, like being in the like, all right,
Mhm.
let's go time.
Berserk.
Yeah, he's like
Berserk.
berserked. It's just cool. And I haven't seen a lot of artists do that where they kind of do that preliminary sketch, that concept sketch, and then they do like an added version of like when he's actually doing his abilities and stuff. And I really like the idea around this. I think the concept of it is pretty solid. Um, I do like the lighting of it too in the effects one, and it's something that I'm kind of been playing around with on my own. Is just effects and how to make them read like effects or like read like something interesting. Because just doing these little effects and stuff like that is just sometimes they're a little bit painstaking because you have to figure out exactly how to do it. Um, and that's what I have for there. But you can also see like even in the sketch phase, it's very like sketchy looking. Like he just lays in the colors after this, right? Like it's not. I
I
mean, he might do a little
really,
bit cleanup, but
I really like the presentation, like on the first one, the shapes and stuff that he did on the background. I really
yeah,
like
I like that
the
too. I like how it's like a V, huh? It's like pointing at that spot.
yeah,
Yeah, I like that
and
too.
he's like leaving the blade like
Mhm.
on a white space.
Yeah. Imagine he on the second one he put like white fire in the background, like on the bottom. That'd be cool.
I think like on the second one it look cool. Maybe if he like how he did the shapes on the first one.
Uh huh.
If he did kind of the same thing, but like maybe like I don't know, like maybe the same thing, but like the colors like invert or like maybe some
Yeah, I
white
was
on
thinking
the
about
ground.
inverted. Yeah, I was thinking about inverted, but I don't know. I think something about this, like it being black on the top half, like three
Yeah,
quarters down, I think it needs
maybe
to be black.
maybe just white on the ground. I
Hmm.
think it's enough.
Or do you
Like
know what I think would be really cool? You see how it has that white shadow on that right side? What if it just casted the white shadow of him on the left side?
maybe
That I think that might be cool.
I can understand why he doesn't want to put
Yeah,
the white on the top part because of the
yeah,
smoke
the
and the
smoke.
flames.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to see it, and it just doesn't punch out as much. But I do like it nonetheless. I think it's really cool. I really like the sketch for it too. The sketch for it was really spot on. I might do some little sketching a little bit later on in this kind of a fashion. Maybe color them like with flats. All right, so next artist will be ba-dum, uh, Mukhil Nur. It's Sinlaire, I believe. So they're doing this thing. It's called Sword Timber, where they create a sword each day. In I believe September, uh, or maybe it's October. Don't know. This one was posted 2 days ago, so like, I mean, it's probably this one. I'm actually a pretty big fan of this artist. I actually found them like earlier today. I really like how they kind of make weapons and make them look mechanical and useful.
Mhm.
It's just interesting to see how other artists do it. I'm particularly not good at making very good mechanical things, not because like I'm like not good at drawing mechanical things. I think I can probably get a hold of it if I just sat down and wanted to draw mechanical things, but mainly because he makes it look like it's actually serving a function and like the pieces line up correctly. Um, it's just really nice to see how he does them too, because he also does the 1 2 3 line read to like punch out different surfaces and things like that, and he keeps a lot of the line work in this piece in particular. And I just like the way it's formed, and I really like how he put like the blood kind of doing that spiral thing. So like it just like how things will get caught and like he'll like
Yeah.
rip and tear. I just think that that's really cool. I think it adds a lot to the piece. And I think I want to do stuff in kind of this style where it's like right like it looks like it was just used. It's just cool. Did you have anything to add to it, Kirito?
Uh, Nothing much. Like I like the shapes, and
Hmm.
I find like a made like really like hard to try to guess how this will work, but I kind of guess it looks like
It looks like
it would.
the thing, yeah, the thing that I like about it is that it looks like it could work, right? It's like I don't even think like in
Mhm.
actuality it would work. Like if we built this thing, right, would it work? I don't think it would. But I think it looks good enough to the point where it's like I can look at that at a glance and like look away and be like, "Damn, that looks like a chainsaw sword. That's sick." Like that's
Yeah,
a chain like like you just read like you just know. And I think that that's really important and like good to distinguish. I really like how he put that handle on the back of the blade and he has the one on the bottom, so like you're supposed to put your how you're supposed to put your weight on it.
yeah.
um I do think it would be extremely heavy though. I like the little tubes on the side though too, the little glowing one.
Hmm.
That's really sick. I'm a big fan of like little tubes and stuff. Kirito will probably tell you just from looking at some of my work. I like little glowing tubes, and I think it comes from like seeing stuff like this. But I need to figure out like how to connect tubes and stuff like that. And I like how he connects them here. He uses the little latches. I guess they're called latches. I don't know if they're called latches, but they kind of
I
go
think
over
I
the tube.
I think I noticed it. I think I think that's like a trigger, like on the bottom part. I think.
Yeah, there's a trigger. There's a tube, a trigger, and then another tube on the other side. Maybe that's where the gas is. That's cool. All right, we're gonna move on to the next one. This guy, I think he knocks it out of the park with a lot of his work. If you like his stuff, definitely check him out in description down below. Especially if you like prop designs and things like that, and things that have like a lot of draftsmanship. I think you'll definitely like him because his draftsmanship is probably top tier. Um, Mukhis Nur. So go ahead. All right, moving on to the last one for the day. We have Hua YeCai. Is how you say it, Kirito?
Uh,
I think so.
Hua Ye Kai, I think.
All right, all right. So you start this one off. This is one that Kirito found. It's one that he has a lot of passion for. So I'll let him describe
Yeah.
this one and like what he likes about it.
uh, like I really like the composition, like like how shapy and like values are so well put together. I don't know. I like everything, like
Hmm.
from shapes to composition. And there's like a thing that I'm trying to get better at. It's like my composition. And when I see stuff like this, I don't know. I really vibe with it.
Hmm. Yeah, I vibe with this too. I like the composition of it and how it's kind of executed. Surprisingly enough, I like the composition a little bit more than I like the lighting. I think the lighting's cool, but I think the candles over there on that side. Oh, actually, you know what? No, I think it works. Looking at it in values, it looks a little bit different to me. I think it's
Hmm.
it's it's pretty good. I like it.
It's amazing. Shut
Hmm.
up.
It is. It is. All right. So did you want to add anything else to this one?
No, it's. I think I premise it like I think everything is like really really on
Hmm.
point.
I really like
Uh
the how he did like the candle thing on the top of the head. Did you even notice that that was a candle?
oh, like on the top
Yeah, on the
right.
top of yeah, on the top right. There's a candle that like melted onto his head.
Uh, yeah, I actually didn't notice. I don't know why. For me, red is like flesh
No, it's a
because
candle.
it's red.
Yeah, it's a candle, and then I like the little heads here. I don't know what like they would do. I think it's just
Maybe
maybe.
it's maybe I think maybe it's like on purpose for you to think it's like flesh. And
Hmm.
also like the thing I think I told you in another episode, like the red thing going on, which is like
Oh
it
yeah,
forces you to
saturated
look at
red.
it
But
because
that's not
it's
even
red.
saturated red. That's like desaturated red, more blues than reds.
Hmm.
But I think it reads just red because of, association. But I do like
Yeah.
this. I think it's really cool. I really like a lot of the little jewelries and stuff that he did, like the little items and stuff that the characters have. I think it's just interesting to look at, like the way they design the clothes. Kind of reminds me a lot of like how Genshin Impact does like the little design work on the clothes. I think Genshin Impact is really good at doing clothing and stuff on characters. Not maybe not like crazy like in terms of like designing them, but like it's just interesting and fun to look at the clothing. Um, they just go so far everywhere, and I think that this guy does a lot of really interesting things with clothing. Like the guy that's standing on the left hand side, I don't even know
Hmm.
if his clothes is burning, but it looks like it's like crisped up on some edges. Like
Yeah.
it was just
It's
burned.
no. It's I think it's reflecting. Uh.
I don't know. It looks interesting. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, there's a lot of really just cool things in this piece. I can't tell if this guy's a snake or not though,
Uh.
because I don't see his
No.
legs.
No. He's more like I don't know. He doesn't have legs. If you look quite like more at it, it's like
It's a tube,
it
right?
looks like something. It's like yeah, two like slash coffin looking thing, and then he like midway he turns into like this dude with masks.
Yeah, I think that's cool. That's really dope. All right, guys. Well, I want to thank everybody for watching up until this point, and I want to thank everybody who's been watching all the episodes that have come up to this point. So, if you like the video, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you can see future content. YouTube doesn't like to notify you if you don't hit that bell icon. It just says, hey, this person likes your channel, but they're not gonna watch your videos. Come on, YouTube. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and as always, in the description down below, you can find all of these artists. Definitely check them out. There's a lot of stuff that you guys can, probably learn or take away from these guys, but also just stuff that's just cool, just genuinely cool. Um, as always, guys, don't forget to stay mystical.
See ya.